A recently released report from the Uganda AIDS Commission indicates that the HIV prevalence rate in Fort Portal City in Kabarole district is the highest in the country at 17.8%, up from 14.6% in 2020. This is significantly above the national average of 5.1%. These high numbers have been attributed to new infections, especially among adolescents and women. In 6 months, from October 2023 to March 2024, health facilities within the city registered 529 new infections, 322 of whom were women and girls. Dafin Kemigisa, a 20-year-old, says girls have no problem sleeping with older men as long as they can give them money to maintain their standard of living.
I
would also go with an older man. Such men have children abroad who send them money. He can buy whatever I want, something a young man cannot do.
You don't have a job, you are suffering, you don't have even a soap. So now that one you really see, if for sure I sleep with this man and I get a job, I can be able to help my father because he has sold all the land.
On the downside though, older men do not welcome the use of condoms.
Finally, after sleeping with you, it's going to give you HIV. And that HIV, remember you have your boy outside there, you are also going to sleep with him. Unfortunately, you might infect him.
Dr. Solomon Asimwe, the city's health officer, attributes the surge in new infections to reckless behavior and high teenage pregnancy rates.
People don't want to use condoms. When you move out there, people give you all sorts of reasons why they don't want to use condoms. They are not good. They give you all sorts of excuses.
He adds that financial distress puts the youth at risk, leading them to engage in risky behavior.
We are seeing an increase in the transactional sex. You know, sex is supposed to be for a purpose, but you find people are engaging in sexual activities for gains. I think the main issue is encouraging people to go back to the ABC strategy.
The ABC method involves abstinence for unmarried youth, faithfulness to one partner for married couples, and consistent condom use. The Uganda AIDS Commission report shows that by March 2024, Fort Portal City had 20,646 people living with HIV. Of these, 12,864 were women, while 7,782 were male, indicating a higher number of infected women compared to men. HIV care. Beatrice Tibahwa, a 41-year-old woman, says a number of married women also engage in reckless behavior because their husbands have neglected their sexual needs.
I cook chicken for the young man. All he has to do is eat and get satisfied. Young girls always ask him for money, but with me, he will find everything he needs in my home.
Ivan Amara, the HIV focal person for Fort Portal City, decries the rise in new infections, saying city authorities are carrying out a number of interventions to bring the numbers down.
We offer PrEP, we offer PEP, we do the counseling. We want the HIV negatives to stay HIV negative and want to promote that the ones who are HIV positive are able to live positively.
Fort Portal City has over 2,500 sex workers.
When you interact with some of them, they actually tell you, depending on the money they provide, they can choose to go without protection.
But if the government puts a law restricting sex selling on the streets, then they can get these prostitutes, I can call them prostitutes, they arrest them.
However, Maureen Chobtunji, the executive director of Kabarole Women Health Initiative, refutes the assumption that street sex workers are the primary cause of the new HIV infections.
Many sex workers, they like condoms. And the sex workers are there for money. They are there look for food. They are there look for how can pay school fees for children. And many sex workers, if you go there to test them, you find that there is negative.
In 2020, Fort Portal City Council developed a 5-year HIV strategic plan focusing on increasing productivity and the quality of life for both affected and infected persons. The document also streamlines the city's efforts to promote responsible parenting and keep youths in school. However, the rise in prevalence rates show that the strategic plan might not be working.